Breaking news from Manhattan, the trial of entertainment mogul Sean Diddy Combs took a stunning turn when actor Ben Affleck stepped forward as a key witness. According to court sources, Affleck presented evidence described as pivotal to the case, thrusting his ex-wife Jennifer Lopez into the heart of the investigation.
What's in Ben Affleck's testimony that's pushing Diddy to the brink of a death sentence and sending Jennifer Lopez fleeing in a panic on a private jet in the dead of night? In a federal courtroom where Sean Diddy Combs faces grave accusations, Ben Affleck made an unexpected entrance, not as a celebrity, not as an ex-husband, but as a witness. A man armed with a hidden notebook, a buried video, and evidence of a secret tunnel beneath a bare mansion. A place where it's alleged countless victims were brought in only to leave forever changed, if they left at all. And then, a bombshell. Jennifer Lopez's name surfaced in that notebook. Was she a victim or someone who knew everything and chose silence? Ben didn't speak through tears. He spoke through proof. And that proof was enough to make Diddy slam his fist on the table in rage, while Jennifer Lopez sat, head bowed, utterly speechless. Why would Ben dare to do this, knowing he could lose everything? And what else remains hidden behind those music? Contracts, million-dollar parties, and a love story that seemed picture-perfect? This isn't just a trial. It's a clash between light and shadow, between one man bold enough to expose the truth and those who believe their power could buy silence forever. The full story, raw and unfiltered, begins with Ben Affleck's testimony. What he's revealed will ensure you never see Hollywood the same way again.
I'm standing in front of the Manhattan Federal Courthouse, where one of the most shocking trials in entertainment history has just unfolded. Moments ago, actor Ben Affleck emerged from the courthouse after delivering a shattering testimony. His expression was haunted, eyes bloodshot, and he firmly declined to engage with the swarm of reporters. Inside the courtroom, the atmosphere crackled with intensity as Affleck not only laid bare the illicit dealings of Sean Diddy Combs, but also exposed a gut-wrenching revelation. His ex-wife, Jennifer Lopez, is implicated in this dark web of crime.
One morning, the air in a New York courtroom grew thick with the public's insatiable curiosity. Sean Diddy Combs, the music mogul who once ruled the entertainment world, stood accused of a litany of grave charges: human trafficking, assault, extortion, and money laundering. The trial wasn't just a media frenzy, it was the stage where the elite's darkest secrets began to unravel. But no one could have predicted that the man to stun the world would be Ben Affleck, the Oscar-winning actor and former husband of Jennifer Lopez. In a moment that left the courtroom breathless, Ben took the witness stand, his gaze resolute, yet heavy with anguish. He wasn't there merely to accuse Diddy. He was there to unveil a shattering truth about the woman he once loved deeply, Jennifer Lopez. Why would an A-list star like Ben Affleck risk everything to confront the shadowy power brokers of the entertainment industry? What drove him to break? His silence and testify against his former wife and the music titan Diddy? Is this a bold stand for justice or the desperate final move of a man betrayed and cornered? The story traces back to 2021, when Ben and Jennifer reignited their romance after nearly 2 decades apart. The world had once adored Bennifer, Hollywood's golden couple. Ben Affleck believed he knew Jennifer Lopez inside and out. Every touch of her hand, every glance, every subtle gesture. He thought he understood her, even the hidden corners of the heart of the woman who once meant everything to him. But as the red carpet glamour began to fade, shadows started creeping, and Jennifer began to change. She'd vanish late into the night, her phone buzzing in the early hours, its screen flashing briefly before she silenced it, as if concealing something. Ben tried to dismiss his doubts, but whenever he asked about her past with Diddy, Jennifer's eyes turned icy. Her smile strained, like a wall rising between them. "It's just the past, Ben," she'd say, but her voice trembled, as though guarding a terrifying secret. One night, as Jennifer slept deeply, Ben received an anonymous email. Its message was brief, but cut like a blade. She never left Diddy. Check her phone. His heart pounded as if he stood at the edge of an abyss. With trembling hands, he grabbed Jennifer's phone and unlocked it. A text from an unnamed number stared back at him. 2 a.m. Usual spot. Don't let Affleck know. Rage surged through him like wildfire. He dialed the number. Diddy's smooth, chilling voice answered. What are you digging into, Ben? Watch yourself, or you'll bring trouble on your own head. The call ended with a click, sharp as a warning shot. Ben started noticing the little things. The sound of Jennifer's footsteps pausing in the living room at night, as if she were checking something. Once, he heard a faint click beneath the floor, but when he pressed her about it, she just laughed and changed the subject. Suspicion gnawed at his mind. Yet Ben clung to the hope that Jennifer wasn't the person he was beginning to fear. One night, Ben drove through the dense fog on the outskirts of Los Angeles, his heart heavy with unease. He didn't know what he was chasing, only that his instincts urged him forward. Suddenly his rearview mirror blazed with light. A massive black SUV loomed behind him, its headlights glaring like the eyes of a predator. Before Ben could react, the SUV slammed into his car. The screech of metal echoed. Glass shattered in a spray of fragments. Ben's car spun wildly, crashing into the roadside, smoke billowing around him. Blood trickled from a gash on his forehead. As he gripped the steering wheel, his heart pounding like it might burst. Through the haze, he saw the SUV pause. Its tinted windows were dark as a lethal smirk. A shadowy figure inside stared directly at him, as if searing a warning into his soul, before vanishing into the night. The police called it a random accident, but Ben wasn't convinced. He checked his dash cam and found the SUV's license plate traced to an obscure company, one that, according to an anonymous tip, was linked to Diddy. The mogul's chilling threat echoed in Ben's mind. You're bringing trouble on yourself. Days later, Ben's parents' home in Boston was ransacked. Furniture lay smashed, and scrawled across the wall in blood-red paint was a message. Keep quiet, or your family's done. Standing amid the wreckage, Ben clutched a torn family photo, feeling betrayal's blade twist in his chest. He recalled a night when Jennifer, drunk and mumbling, had whispered, Diddy has a notebook. It holds every secret. Those words now felt like a curse dragging him into a deadly game. Ben began shadowing Jennifer. Night after night, she slipped out of the house, driving to a deserted industrial park on the city's edge. One moonlit night, Ben followed. He watched her enter an old warehouse, exchanging hushed words with a tall, imposing man. The man's low, icy voice carried. It was Diddy's. Ben crouched behind a crate, his. Pulse hammering, barely daring to breathe, Diddy's razor-sharp gaze swept the darkness as if sensing Ben's presence. Ben retreated, his resolve burning brighter than ever. He had to uncover the truth. He scoured their shared home, moving like a thief in his own space. After sleepless nights, he found a loose floorboard in the living room. Prying it open, he uncovered a hidden tunnel, its depths reeking of damp decay, like the breath of a buried secret. With a trembling flashlight, he descended, the beam revealing cold concrete walls that felt like a tomb. The tunnel led to a concealed room packed with cameras, lighting equipment, and a heavy safe that seemed to hold the weight of the world's sins. Ben forced the lock and found the notebook Jennifer had mentioned. It wasn't just a list. It was a meticulous diary chronicling Diddy's infamous freak-off parties where depravity, assault, and abuse unfolded. Names of A-list stars, gifts sent to officials to ensure silence, sham charities used for trafficking, schedules for laundering money through shell companies, all documented with chilling precision. Worse, a few handwritten notes in Jennifer's script sent shivers down Ben's spine. Make sure everyone stays quiet. Move the package through the fund. What were they? Ben didn't dare guess, but each word stabbed at his trust. Inside the safe was a hard drive. When he plugged it into his laptop, a brief video flickered to life. Dim lighting, frenzied music. The silhouette of a woman, resembling Jennifer, standing beside Diddy, her eyes cold as ice. A young girl, her gaze filled with panic, appeared in the frame before the video cut off. Ben froze in horror, burning with questions he couldn't bring himself to face, terrified of what more it might reveal. His heart shattered. The woman he loved hadn't just betrayed him. She was entangled in crimes too monstrous to fathom.